What it do? What it do? Big Blue. We are back after oh my God. I don't even know if I can put it into words. Hey, money. What a comeback. What a shot. What a night. What a
Oh,
night.
listen,
What a
first
night.
first and foremost, can you show everybody your jacket? Can you stand up and do a little twirl around? I'm gonna make you
I
model
can.
this. Dude, look how sweet this jacket is. That's a sweet ass starter jacket. Let's just be clear about that. Be jealous to whoever's watching this. I'm jealous. I don't have one. He's not sharing it with me because he lives, 800 miles away. But I mean, that's a sweet ass jacket. Sweet ass jacket. I'm jealous beyond belief. It has the pocket. That's the old school starter jacket too. Old school. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh.
You did my belly. No,
That's incredible. That's incredible. So listen, that game last night, we're probably not gonna have our full length show tonight because I gotta get up early and go to the cardiologist tomorrow. And no, it's not because of the Wildcats and their last second win, although that did not probably help. It's just a normal routine checkup, but holy hell, man, 18 points down, they've come back, just shoot the lights out in the second half, and then they played hard. They played hard and played with fight, man. So look, I know I was hard on them. I brought up the Wizard of Oz analogy that we needed heart, we needed courage, and Pope needed to have a brain. Well, they brought it in this game. They brought it in this game. Not the first half. We're not going to
no,
talk about the first half. You know, scoring 3 points in the first 12 minutes of the game. Christ, I thought we were on our.
ridiculous.
Oh my God, I thought we were on our way to like a 50-point blowout, and I'm sure
I
you
did
did
too.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Pope was getting fired halftime. I did. I was like, this
Yeah.
is it. This is the game. And I felt like if we would have got blown out, like you just said could have happened, I think he might have got fired,
They were
honestly.
gonna throw him in the swamps down there in Baton Rouge. You were never gonna find him.
Yeah. I
You weren't gonna
think,
find him. Those gators would have got him.
yeah, and Gator don't play no shit.
Love it. Love it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nice reference. Love it.
But yeah, they man, and you know, the TikToks I made. Let me just go ahead and address this real quick, okay? For all you sons of bitches on the TikTok, oh look at you, look, oh you was hard on the team. Oh look what you did. This didn't age well. No shit, it didn't age well. But at the first half, my feelings were valid. My views were valid. The videos I posted leading up to halftime were valid. We were horrible. We sucked. What the 11-minute mark? We had, like you said, what 5 points?
Hmm.
5 point and what? I think it was like what 5 minutes till halftime. I don't think I don't still don't think we broke double digits until like damn near halftime.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it wasn't pretty
No.
at all. It was horrible. We didn't play with, like you said, no heart, no nothing. We didn't nothing. It was like we couldn't do nothing. It was horrible. And thank God it was LSU. Thank God it was LSU because if it would have been a Florida, a Bama, uh,
Even in Tennessee.
Arkansas, Tennessee, we would have never came back. We would have
Hmm.
never came back. We would have not been in conversation. We would have not had a buzzer beater. We would not be having this conversation that we're having now. There's no way, nothing.
Right.
No,
And look, for anybody that was like, getting throwing shade at you and talking shit, like it's a first half reaction. So like it's not you're not sitting there going, well, they're down by 18. I think they're going to do this. Like there's nothing that has shown us all year that they were ever going to come back in that game, right? There's nothing. There was no track record of them going, all right, well, we can look at this game and know that they still have some fight. Now we have that, right? So this could end up being the turning point of the season. And then we could look back on this game and go, that was the game that they got it together and they showed fight. Now, we might not have JQ all year. We might not have Low, but the team that's out there is showing fight, right? That's all that really matters. So I will say, for a team that sucks shooting the three, they came out in that second half and they shot the lights out. They shot
They
the
lit it
lights
up.
out.
They
So,
lit it up.
I was, you and I were talking with Topher on when you were live streaming on TikTok. I didn't want a three on that last second shot. Like that's all I
No.
was worried about. Was like, oh shit, they're gonna try to go for three because they've been shooting well in the second half. So they're like, oh, let's ride the hot hand. No, you needed to drive the lane or do what they did, and that's what they ended up doing on those last two offensive possessions. So it was good. It was good to see that they finally thought about it. They did what they needed to do, and they walked away with the win. And like you said, it was LSU, so we can't get too excited about it, but it was LSU on the road where historically, and we'll get into that in a second, but historically, Kentucky has similar games where they get down big and then they pull it out in the end, as we know about from 30 years ago.
Yep. And what, was it 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, the women did the same exact thing. One on a three, buzzer beater three at LSU. LSU is just it's a spot for us to just not perform well or to have a buzzer beater game, I guess. In other words, I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I guess it's a venue where we have trouble and we have to fight every time. It does not matter what year, when. I mean,
Yeah, it's tough to play there. It's tough to play
yeah,
there.
Death Valley, man, and they don't call it that for nothing.
Right. Right.
And it would have been Death Valley for Pope's job if we would have lost.
But you're not kidding. You're not kidding, man. They would have had his head, and rightfully
Yeah,
so, because that would have
rightfully
been,
so.
and look, I will say in the first half he was doing a lot of his, squinting and his arms crossed, and I was like, I got to shut this off. I'm glad
Yes,
that like I watched like the first, I don't know, 8 minutes, and then I had to go pick up my daughter, so it was like I was in the car listening to it, and I was like, ah, I'm glad I'm not watching this right now because probably would have threw something at the TV at that point. You know.
yeah. I don't understand. And even after we hit the buzzer beater, all he did was
Hmm.
it's like, all right, man. I need
I need a
emotion. I
little
need
emotion.
some.
Right, I need a
Yes,
little
I
emotion.
need something. It is bad when the assistant coaches are jumping up and down. And if you watch the replay, they're jumping up and down and going with the players. And one of them tripped Yelovich because Yelovich is jumping up and down. And I think it may be Josh Hart. He comes in and he's jumping up and down and he doesn't see Yelovich. And he jumps up and he comes here and Yelovich jumps on that and just falls.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, where's Pope in all this? He's just
Yep,
standing like
yep,
Rocky.
yep. A little smile on
Bro,
his face, a little
yeah.
smirk, not anything big.
And just big shout out to Marino. I mean, really, what better player on that whole team than the Kentucky homegrown kid? And like they ask him in the press, even me as a kid playing basketball. Oh, all right, pass it to me. Oh, down two. Oh, I hit the buzzer beater
Three,
win for Kentucky.
two,
Yeah.
1. Yep, yep,
As a Kentucky kid, you do that and you dream. And to be able to fulfill that dream like he did, like, oh man, I'd still be on a high if I was him. He probably is. He
yep.
probably is. And
Topher and I
man,
used to play. Topher and I used to play 2-on-2 against my brother and my cousin, and Topher and I used to dominate like that. We never had to win at the last second because we used to dominate so much. But we used to do that same stuff like 3, 2, just to mess with them, like act like it was buzzer beaters. So, and
yeah,
look, the other thing I will say, I thought it was pretty cool. I still hate the piece of shit, but Patino tweeted out after the game. He was like, "Oh, did you see that LSU had a big guy guarding the inbound pass?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you son of a bitch." But you know, it was good to see that he at least watched it, he acknowledged it and everything
yep.
like that, so he's still in tune with it, but look, great play call, great execution, Chandler, that was a great pass, like,
Wow.
everything just
It happened.
and this doesn't this doesn't rectify the demons of the Christian Laettner play. I just wanna be
No.
clear. Yes, it was very similar to that, but this wasn't in a regional semifinal to go to the Final Four or anything like that, right? So, let's not get it twisted. I still hate Laettner. This doesn't,
Yes.
vindicate him in any way, shape, or form. He's still a piece
No.
of trash. But,
Yeah.
great win, and it comes on the almost on the anniversary of 31 years ago. the Mardi Gras Miracle. And the Kentucky team, I think it was almost 32 years ago now. I think it was 94 with the Tony Delk, Walter McCartney was forward team. I think that was that team that went into LSU and they were getting hammered 81 to 50 at one point. They were down 31 points. 31 points with like 15 minutes left or something like that. And they come back and win. They just went on a complete tear and came back and won. Walter McCarty hit the go ahead three. And I remember, I was a big Tony Delk fan. Like my first Kentucky jersey that I bought was 00 Tony Delk. It was a Tony Delk
Wow.
jersey. Yep. And then
Wow.
the second one, remember Roderick Rhodes?
Yes.
Roderick Rhodes,
Absolutely.
number
Yes.
12. So I had a Roderick Rhodes jersey too, man. So it was Tony Delk and Roderick Rhodes. They were my guys. They were my guys,
That's
man. I
awesome.
was a big fan. So and so I was watching because I woke up early this morning and I saw, they were showing the buzzer beaters and I fell asleep with the SEC network on. So they were showing like all these old highlights of miracles, right? Or like last second buzzer beater type things. So that was on
Yep.
there. The LSU Kentucky game, football game where Jared Lorenzen had the Kentucky team primed and ready to beat LSU, and the Nick Saban led LSU team came back in the last like 3 seconds with a Hail Mary pass and won the game. So they were showing all that stuff. But yeah, seeing Tony Delk talk about that game, Walter McCarty talk about that game, I was like, man, I'm like reliving my childhood all over again, watching that. And like, that's where my mind went last night when you were going nuts and everything. My mind just went straight to that game. And I was like, damn, I wasn't going to say anything because they started coming back, but like, I didn't want to jinx it, but that's exactly what it reminded me of, like a huge
It
ass
did.
comeback. And they showed fight, they showed grit, and it was encouraging to see, and I hope this is the turning point.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like it, right? Last night, if you was going to build on anything, this is what you build on right here. Right here, right now. This is where you go forwards. This is it. We've lost our point guard. Look what we could do even without our point guard and even our big man. And
Mhm.
do I still stand by not seeing JQ for the rest of the year? Absolutely. I don't think we do. I don't at all. I don't think we do. I don't think we see him. And which sucks. Which sucks. But I mean, nothing's came out about, oh, he hurt this or it's
They said
just
knee swelling. That's what they said. It was knee swelling. That's what they were keeping him out.
see, I didn't even see that. So
Yeah.
that it's just like, like I don't know if I believe it, but
Yep.
whatever. We
One
still
thing
have
I will
fight.
say about Lowe, that with Lowe not playing as much as he did this year, he's eligible for a medical redshirt. So if Lowe wants to come back next year, he would have another
That's
year of
right.
eligibility.
Yeah, he
So
could.
that is a saving grace in that if it is something that he would want to do. But like at the end of the day, if that is something he wants to do, he better not be our only damn point guard next year. You know what I'm
Right?
saying? Like,
Yeah, there you can't be. You can't be. And I mean, he's not going to get drafted. So really, honestly, he has to kind of come back. Really,
yeah,
what's his other option besides transferring
try to
out?
correct, try to transfer somewhere else. I mean, and who knows? I just
Who knows?
you can't take anything away from the way Jasper played, or even Cam Williams. Cam Williams stepped up, man. Cam Williams is
Yes,
just he's proven to be a dog. He is. He's proven to be a dog over the last few games. Um,
give him more playing time.
you have to. You have to.
You have to. Like you just said, he has proved it. He has proved it. Give that man some playing time and starting at this point.
Why not?
You have to.
I mean, it
What
can't
else do
be.
we?
I was gonna say, like we talked about, it can't get any worse. You know, like you're starting games off. Like you might as well just not even put a starting five out there because that's basically what you're doing for the first 7 minutes of the game. Like you're not
Yeah.
doing anything. I don't
No.
understand it. Like
And
it just boggles my mind that we go out there and we just go, all right, it's the 12-minute mark. I guess we'll start shooting now. We'll start playing. Like why? Like what are we what are we doing? Like We know Patty commented, and Patty tried like 3 points with, through the first 11 minutes of the game. Yeah, we know. We get it, Patty.
Yeah,
We understand. We see.
yeah.
We get it,
I'm
you know?
watching.
Yeah,
I'm
you don't have to tell us. You don't have to remind us. We see that shit. Um, I will say though, like, way that's the OA we wanted to see all year. That's
yes,
the OA we wanted to see all year. Like, you were aggressive, you made shots, and I don't know if it's a mental thing with him or not, but, like, the hitch in his shot wasn't as bad against LSU that it has been earlier in the year. Like, it wasn't like he went up and then to the side and then up, like, he was just it was, like, almost fluid. Like, it was almost fluid the way he was going
yes.
up with his shot. So, I don't know what the hell that is, but, like, I'll take it because he played out of his mind, man. He played well.
Yeah, I'll roll with it. And just like we just said, build on that. That's the type of OA we need. Aberdeen, he wasn't horrible. Well, you know
Right.
what I mean? Like, it wasn't horrible. I- I'll take that. You're gonna have to get more comfortable being point guard now because it's a definite you are PG1 now. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You are PG1. Take it over. Get
I agree.
comfortable, buddy, because it's gonna
Yeah.
be a long season.
And look, I got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, we talked about the last pass, in that game with Chandler throwing that baseball pass, but like Chandler balled out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like
did.
he played pretty well. He was hustling. He was hustling out there. He had 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He had 9 points. So like he was filling up the stat sheet, um, including that last pass. Which look, I don't think, and our producer Topher played basketball his whole life, right? So like I think one of the things that people don't talk about enough in basketball is that full court baseball pass. It's
Yes.
not as easy as what these guys make it out to be. You know what I mean? Like it's a very difficult pass to be on target with and throw that exactly where he had to throw that perfectly. And you saw the LSU defender was like an inch away from tipping that. If he tips that at all, the game's over. Game's over.
Yep.
But it
It,
went
it-
perfectly into Moreno's hands. Moreno had enough time to turn around and shoot. Like, it was a beautiful play call and a beautiful execution of it. So, it was good to see them finally execute the way that they're supposed to, you know?
yes. I agree. I agree. It was, and if you watch it, it's almost like if he would have jumped just a second earlier, different ball game, different ending. It was just God. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful, and the fact that we got to capture it on TikTok Live was even better.
I know. I know.
That that'll be the new regular now for every Kentucky game at the end. If it is a
Yep.
close game, we're going live. That
Yep.
man.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was awesome. I
Wow.
look, great win, but we do still have to talk about one thing. One thing that stood out to me when I looked at the stat sheet and when I, was listening to it, when I was watching it, Brandon Garrison, like, what are we doing? Like, he played 15 minutes and he scored 0 points. 0 points. And like, I know you're not like, you're not like Julius Randle and like these guys that were like Anthony Davis. Like, you're not that kind of big man for Kentucky. I get it. I get it. We're not expecting 25 points out of you, but
10.
you can't get an offensive rebound and a putback every now and then. Like, you can't get four. You can't get six. Like, you get zero in 15 minutes. Like, even if you played 15 minutes and got 0 points, but you got like 7 boards. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that because that
Yeah.
tells me you're hustling.
Yep.
You're not filling up like you got 3 rebounds. 3 rebounds. You have one turnover and one foul. So you almost had as many turnovers and fouls as you did rebounds while you were in there for 15 minutes. Like, that's not good, man. So, and I don't know. I know that we're struggling with depth without having in the like with the big guys with not having JQ out there. But like, you got to figure something else out because Garrison's just a liability out there. He's not helping.
No. And I remember us talking about it last year. He had, we both, I'm pretty, yeah, I know we did. Like, oh, I can't wait till he comes back. The second year BG is going to be a monster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's going to be scared. And it is like he doesn't care. It's almost like he got his check. Yeah.
Bingo.
And He does not give a shit no more. He got his money. His kid's good. He don't care. As long as he goes out there and plays, it doesn't matter to him. He
Yep.
does not care.
Yeah, it's a joke.
And
It's a joke because
yes,
he's taking up a
yes,
roster spot. You know what I mean? Like he's taking up a roster spot, and goes back to Pope. Man, Pope had confidence in these guys, and they're just not fulfilling it. And like
no,
he has to light a fire. Like whatever he had to do with who was your guy that you complained about that he wasn't on the court for like 4 games straight.
Yelovich.
Yep, exactly, and whatever he did to get him fired up and get him back in, he played pretty decent. He played well,
Yeah,
right?
he had
So,
some big threes.
why can't he do that with Garrison? Like, what do you like, you whatever you did with Yelovich, like, it worked. It worked
Yeah,
because he fought his way back onto the court. Motivate Garrison in some way, shape, or form, and, like we talked about before with Penny Hardaway, like, if you're gonna find your players, find them. If that's what you need to motivate them, then do it. You know, that's what he did with Bradshaw, and it worked. So like, do that with Garrison. Find them. But maybe you can't with the JMI deal. Maybe there's a clause in there saying you can't find your players. Who knows, man?
that's actually a good. That's a valid point. I didn't even think about it. That's a valid point. Maybe there is something like that. Really, and now him, pushing. We still have 2 7-footers on the bench.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he pushed them to redshirt. We still have 2 7-footers on the bench right now that we can't get on the floor because he pushed them to redshirt or
Yeah,
whatever
and
the
I,
case may be.
I don't I don't understand why. I don't understand it.
No,
We could use them.
no,
We could definitely use them.
yeah, like especially right now. Like, come on. I, and Hawthorne, right? Haythorne, Hawthorne,
Yeah. Yep.
whatever his
Yep.
name is. I've seen practice videos of him. He doesn't look bad. He
Right.
doesn't look bad.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, especially. And if you're gonna do it, like, this would be the year to throw him out there. I mean, what do you got
Yes,
to lose? Give him some good experience with these young guys so they can come back next year and be hungrier and be more experienced, you know what I mean? Instead of throwing them to the fire next year. And we talked about it with everybody that we've talked to, and like you and I have said it all year, like this is a from an SEC basketball perspective, this is kind of a down year. So like this would be the perfect year to do it, where the year is kind of it's anybody's game. You know what I mean?
yep. And now that I'm thinking about it, that could be another thing with Garrison. Him knowing, well, if Marino gets in foul trouble, he has nobody. I'm going to play regardless. It doesn't matter what I do, how shitty I play, how good I play. It doesn't matter. JQ's out. Okay. Marino's in foul trouble. I'm the only one. I'm all you have. You're going to put me out there.
Yep, you're right.
And
You're right.
screws us again. You know what I mean? Like, you screwed us again, man. You,
It's just the laziness that gets me. Like I saw a
yes,
couple times where he's just standing there and like the other team gets the offensive rebound and then there's nobody underneath the basket. Like you're the big man out there. Like you have to crash the boards, box out, or play in the lane. Like I'd rather he get a lane violation every single possession
yes,
than to for him to come out of that lane and like play at the 15-foot mark. Like you should not be out there. You should never be out there. Look, I'm a
he's not
Sixers
fast.
fan. I'm a Sixers fan, and I've been saying it ever since Joel Embiid has been playing on the Sixers. If Joel Embiid's taking your threes, what are you doing? Like he's 7'1". Put him under the basket.
Yeah,
Let him like dominate under there. If you're that big, you should not be playing past the foul line. You should not be. Absolutely
no,
not. You're
nope.
you look, we all got enamored with like Dirk Nowitzki and like yes, I know what Wemby does. Like they're freaks, right? They're freaks, but like that's not normal for 7-footers. 7-footers are made to like play down low and bang down low. Like that's their whole mo. You're that size for a reason, so use it. Use it.
I
Everybody
agree.
gets enamored with a 7-footer shooting a three. We don't need that shit. We don't need it. I
And
need you to pull a
I
rebound.
think it's, I think that's why Diabate didn't play a lot either because there was multiple times. and I'm watching it in my head right now, and it was oh, I could see the dude's name on LSU. But anyways, rebound, pop back out. Diobate's right under the basket, gets popped back out. LSU grabs it, throws it to the corner, goes for a three. Diobate looks at him as he has the ball and he's going up, looks at him, puts his hand up, goes halfway, stops, and then he goes on with his shoot motion to shoot. Diobate then goes towards him, and the dude sinks the three. Obviously, nobody's on him, and then Diobate jogs down court, shaking his head like it. What do you mean shaking your head? You didn't
Yeah,
guard him. You
right.
just stood there and watched the ball go straight to the corner for the three, dude. Like
Yep,
there was
yep.
there was multiple times that multiple players, I was like, my God, we do have the laziest team. With
Yeah,
that,
and
yeah, that's it.
that's where we're at, right? So like, we got a great win and excited about it. So it was good to see the fight. It was good to see that they didn't quit. So they didn't
Yes,
quit. But at the same time, man, like they got to clean up that laziness. They got to clean up this stuff. It's not like they had a ton of turnovers, but at the same time, like they got to clean up the play because it shouldn't come down to a last second shot. Uh,
no,
and arguably, I mean, if that, to your point, what you said earlier, if there was any team out there that they were playing that it was just a little bit better at closing out games than LSU, that game doesn't get anywhere close to that. They still win by double
no.
digits, you know?
Yep, absolutely. I agree. If it would have been any other team, could you imagine if we would have been playing Arkansas?
Huh.
What the score would have looked like at halftime if we would have went through the same shooting slump we just went through at LSU?
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, Calipari's not going to let that happen, right?
yeah, that oh my God. That would oh my God. It would have been like you said, 50 to 20 maybe. Maybe
Yeah,
even worse.
yeah.
And I'm still
So
scared. I'm still scared to play him.
I, the way we're playing right now, I don't want to play them.
No,
I don't want to play them at all. I'll give it a minute. I'll give it a minute. I'll let it breathe for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, so on the heels of this game, right? We're through 4 games in the SEC. We're 2-2, right? It started off 0-2, and it could have easily been 0-3, and could have been 0-4, right? So we're lucky to have 2 wins. Lucky to be 2-2. We got a big game Saturday going to Knoxville, right? Going to
oof,
Knoxville against Rick Barnes in Tennessee. I don't know, man. So as of right now, it looks like almost a 70% chance of Tennessee winning. Knoxville's a tough place to play. Tennessee's usually always ready to play Kentucky. They've always been ready to play Kentucky when we play at Tennessee. It's gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna be a tough one. Gillespie for Tennessee averages like 18 points a game. He's shooting like, I don't know, 40, 43, 44%. He
he's
can shoot the
tough.
lights out. He can shoot the lights out if he gets hot.
Yeah,
Um,
he's tough.
that's to me, that's going to be the key. How do we contain him? How do we shut him down? And I don't think they can shut him down, but they need to contain him and make him pass the ball. You know?
And another thing, you look at Tennessee. What do you know? Another top five recruit we missed out on. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yep.
Like again, could you imagine? It might have been a little bit of a different story if we had Ahmet or Amet on our team, but another top five recruit we missed out on.
Yeah. Yep.
And the not switching subjects completely, but speaking of recruits, I read and I don't think we're even hardly in the conversation for Stokes anymore.
I haven't heard
Like
anything about him.
I know we're
Yep.
there, but I don't think we're there, if that makes sense. Like we're there, but we're not there. We're there because of our name. We're not there because he is considering us.
Yeah. We're
And
we're
that's
not
bad.
there. Correct. Correct. He hasn't. We're there because he hasn't taken us off the list yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Exactly.
that's what it is. So
And he came in when he came in, we was number one. It was almost like a lock, like Kentucky, 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 Kentucky. Now it's nothing. It's nothing. And that's scary too. So I don't know.
I
Loserville
mean,
lost.
that's always a good thing. It's
They
always a good
lost at
thing.
home. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Bring
At
the
the
mood up.
Yum Center, right?
Yeah, the bum center.
Stupid. So
Yeah,
dumb. Get
so
a
dumb.
better name. Get a better
Yeah.
name. I love it. I love it.
Oh, my throat hurts sometimes when I laugh. God, I yelled so much last night. I
So
tell you.
here's the question. What team shows up, right? What team shows up to Knoxville on Saturday? Is it the team that got blown out at home to Gonzaga? Is it the team that played great against St. John's? Or is it the combination of the two, like they played against LSU, where the first half they played like how they did against Gonzaga, and the second half they played like how they did against St. John's? Like, which
I
team
don't
comes
know.
out?
Oof.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a crapshoot, right? It's like Christmas morning. You don't know when
Yes.
12 o'clock tip off happens. You don't know what's happening. It's it does make it kind of intriguing. You don't know if you're going to go about your day at 12:15 and just be like, ah, I already know how this game's going to end. It's not even worth it. Or you're going to sit there glued to the TV because it's going to be a fun game. You don't know what to expect.
And, usually we have some type of okay when we go to Knoxville. Usually, at
Hmm.
least since Pope, but it's not last year's team. So I don't know, man. I'm scared. I know that. I'm real scared.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, I think, right now with 11 wins, they're 11-6. They need to go on a run, man. They need to get to like
Yes.
I'd like to see them by the end of January get to like 14 or 15. They need to be at 14 or 15 wins in my opinion by the end of January because then, and look, they got Tennessee, then they got Texas, then they got Ole Miss, and then you finish off January with Vandy and Arkansas. So if they got to win Tennessee, Texas, and Ole Miss and get to 14 wins, and then if you can somehow split Kentucky versus Vanderbilt and Kentucky versus Arkansas, but both of those
Yeah.
games are on the road. Both of those games are on the road, which makes it tough. Makes it real tough.
It, especially at Arkansas.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's only the second year. You know what I mean? Like the blood is still wet there. You know what I
Oh my
like?
God, yeah.
Like it's still wet there. And
Mhm.
us walking in there for the first time with Cal being coach, it's going to be a different atmosphere. It's going to be a
Yep.
different atmosphere.
Yep.
And uh, and they're playing like dogs. They're playing like dogs. That one that just it's like he emerged out of nowhere. The one that's just Acuff. You know what I mean? Like
Chuck. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
yeah, like he is just coming out of
Yeah.
nowhere,
He's averaging
and he
like
is
20
just
points a game, man. He's good.
yeah, like that's I don't know. I'm with you though. If we could split that, I'll be happy. I'll be happy, and
Now the
I'll even
only
take the loss to Bandy.
yeah, I mean, the saving grace for us is the fact that Arkansas plays Vandy on Tuesday. So, we get to play Tennessee Saturday, but then on Wednesday, we've been playing the Wednesday games. I wonder why we do that. Instead of
Yeah,
like the
you are
Tuesday
right on
games.
that.
We've been playing
Yeah,
the Wednesday games. So it's interesting.
maybe they
But
knew we'd
yeah, we
suck.
maybe. Um, but yeah, then we get Texas. So, you know, it's
Uh,
Tennessee, then Texas.
is Texas ranked?
No, not right now. They have the same record as us. They're 11-6.
Okay, all right. That's a little hope. That's a little hope,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
but
Yeah, man.
still,
I'm surprised with Vandy. I'm surprised. Vandy just took a loss, but they're 16-1. Um,
they're killing it.
yeah, they're having a hell of a year.
They're killing.
Hell of a year.
Yeah,
Who would
man.
have thought? Who would have
Who
thought?
would have thought? NIL.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing,
Yeah,
and
right.
we can't get shit. We can't get shit. Vanderbilt can, but we can't get shit.
Yeah, right? Makes no sense. Makes no sense
Listen,
what you see.
I think I think what needs to happen, and look, we noticed this with Cal probably I don't know 2016, 2017. He had a mindset shift, right? So he stopped going after the one and done guys, and he looked in the transfer portal. He looked at some of these different guys because he realized that was how you build a team. Like that's how you get these guys with continuity and everything like that. Pope's going to have to start thinking outside the box because you're not getting the guys that for NIL for 3 million. You're not getting the number one recruits anymore. So like start looking in the transfer portal, but look for the guys that are number ones that can be number ones, but they were number twos on their team because there was another 5-star player, right? That's
Yes.
fine. If like I'll take those number twos that are 4 and 5-star number twos because they're going to be number ones on your team. But when you're taking a 4-star or a 3-star number four or number five and trying to make them a number one on your team, it's not the same. It doesn't have the same luster. You know what I mean? So he has to shift his mindset a little bit when it comes to that because last year he hit it out of the park because he had a lot of hungry guys that were looking for something to prove. This year, he had a lot of greedy guys. That's what he ended up
Yes.
getting. Oh,
Yep.
it was like the it was like the restaurant that got all these good reviews, but then you go there and it's shit food. Like these guys told him, "Yeah, I'll say I'm gonna do this and I'll do anything you want, coach." And then when they get there, they're like, "Nah, I got my money. I got my
Yep.
money. It is what it is."
And so,
So
eh, yeah, and maybe I don't, I don't know, man. I don't know. The NIL is just. I think we say it every week. It's ruined this sport so much, man.
yep,
It has just
yep.
ruined the integrity. The integrity is gone. And just like Brandon Garrison, there's no heart. There's no heart with people like that. And I don't know if you'll be able to fix it without taking money away.
You
And if
won't be
you
able to
don't
fix
take
it
money,
until there's like a CBA, until there's a contract or like a collective bargaining agreement, some so to speak. So like if you're not fulfilling part of your contractual obligations, you can get fined from the school. Like that's the only way it'll happen. And then you're gonna need like a players union. Like it's gonna get like it's gonna be like a minor league platform. That's what it's going to end up being. That's the only way it's ever going to get fixed. Because look, you got professional athletes that are 30 that come into it lazy and they don't want to do it and they're still getting paid. What do you think a 20-year-old's going to do or a 19-year-old kid? You give them that much money, they're not going to give a shit. They're going to just go out there and do whatever they got to do to cash that check. That's it. That's it. Because look, it's different. So like that was always the knock in the NBA. You remember like when they used to draft out of high school, it's like, oh well, make sure we have a good structure and they go to a good school or a good team because these guys have never seen this type of money and to be an 18
yep,
year old kid with this type of money. Well, that's essentially what we're doing in college right now. Right? That's exactly what we're doing in college. We're giving these guys $2 and $3 million straight out of high school. Straight out of high school as the number one recruit. So like it's the same principle unless you have a good structure in there. And look, I did see that other schools were doing something similar to the JMI deal. So maybe you sent that to me. Maybe we are ahead of the curve and we're trying to set the blueprint for it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like something's got to change, and I feel like we have to continue to evolve. And I think that starts with Pope, man. Pope got to build this roster. If he's going to stick around next year, if they're going to keep him, he better start thinking outside the box with how he's going to build this roster next year because he has no recruits right now, none.
none. And yeah, what do, like you said, you can only build a team of transfer portals s- by so much. You're gonna need a couple 5-star recruits. That's the only way we're gonna be able to survive this. Like, go ahead, cough up the money, whatever. Pay him the 5-6, whatever. And I get it. Pope is the whole, if you don't want to play for Kentucky, you ain't gonna come here. I get it. I love it. I do. I love it. But at the end of the day, we want games. We want banners.
Hmm.
Uh, they're gonna fall in love with the place. It doesn't matter at first, even if they're like, whatever. I'm just going to make money and play ball. Whatever. They're gonna fall in love once they get here. Say whatever to them to get them here
Yep.
because we ain't hanging
Yep.
banners with bench players off of a national championship team. I'm sorry. Aberdeen was a bench player on a national championship team, and Pope thought he hit the lottery. No, and we can't do it again.
You're right. You're right. You brought up banners, so I got a comment, man. Your setup yesterday with watching the game with the banners underneath the TV was pretty. That was pretty goddamn sweet.
Nah,
That was pretty sweet.
nah.
That's a sweet setup. That's a sweet setup.
It's
Got a
like
comment
it's
on it,
like
man. It's good.
you
It was
walk
good.
in, and I swear, it's like I have something Kentucky at any little point. So wherever you go, oh, I wonder if this guy's a Kentucky fan. No,
Yeah.
I promise
Yep.
I,
Yep.
I make sure. Like if
Yeah.
you went into
Yeah.
my
It's good
kitchen,
shit, man.
it's it's I got the what is it? 90 the 98 because I got the same bottle down here. I got the 98 air raid Coca-Cola glass bottles all in my kitchen, and that's what that is. And it's I make sure. Uh,
Now,
I
do
make
you
sure.
have Kentucky plates?
Uh, yes, but I don't use them.
I was gonna say I picture you eating your dinner on Kentucky plates now. Like just everything Kentucky.
I do buy
Eating your
the
dinner with
Kentucky paper
foam
plates.
fingers. Do you really? Do you
I
really?
do. I
That's
swear,
insane.
I swear, dude. When I say it could be a problem, but a good problem.
Yeah, but like you're there. Like you're in it. Like I
Yeah,
get it. Like
I'm in goal.
now I got to be honest. If my basement was covered in all Kentucky stuff and not just Philadelphia stuff, that would be a problem. I'd be a little crazy because I live so far away from Kentucky. People would be like, you got a problem, man." I'd be like, "I do have a problem because I do have a lot of Kentucky stuff, but I don't have like not every inch of my wall is covered like yours when it
Yeah,
comes to
yeah, yeah,
Kentucky
yeah.
stuff, you
That
know."
makes
And I'm
sense. That
jealous of
makes
that. I'm
sense.
jealous of that. I'm still jealous of the starter jacket. That starter jacket's sweet. That's sweet. It's
and
real feel of like 4 degrees up here in PA, bro. So like I could really use that starter jacket. Just saying.
hey,
Just saying.
we got snow coming, and I was like, "What could?" Boom! I know what it is. Like before you logged on, I had to go out and get that the phone stand. Oh my gosh! And I'm on the phone with Topher, and he goes, "Are you okay?" It's so cold. I had tears coming down my eyes because I went out without a jacket. I went out in a short sleeve, and I was like, "Oh, I'll be all right. I just got to run to the car." No, I wasn't okay. I wasn't. And it wasn't okay. It was so bad. I was so
Yeah.
cold. Oh my God. I'm not built for the cold. No.
All right, so listen, before we get out of here, let me get your prediction for Saturday.
Oof.
On the
Um,
road in Knoxville, coming
mm,
off this huge emotionally vested win. Large comeback, you know what I mean? Like just an emotional roller coaster. Will they have the energy to compete at Knoxville?
I think so. And I could just be living off, like you said, living off this high right now. I feel like we can. I feel like we can. I don't see us blowing them out, obviously. Two possession game, possibly overtime, but I see us pulling it out.
Okay. All right. I like
I
it.
could see
I
that.
like it. Who's your if you had to pick a star of the game, who's your star of the game?
For some reason, I'm going Chandler. I don't know. That just popped right in my head as soon as you said that. So I'm going with it. I think Chandler. Maybe Chandler pulls a big game out.
Okay. All right.
What do you got? What do you got?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna follow your lead here, and I'm gonna drink the Kool Aid. I'm gonna think that they're gonna ride this wave and just stay hot. Just continue that momentum. I think they're gonna go into Knoxville, and I think they're gonna win. And I agree with you. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna come down to like the last few minutes. They're gonna win, by like five, like 5 point lead. You know what I mean? 5 point win. And my player of the game, I'm gonna go with Cam. I think Cam's gonna have a big game.
Ooh,
Um, I don't think it's going to be a 7 3 point making game by him, but I think he's going to have 15 to 20 points, and I think he's going to come up big in big time situations and hit a couple clutch shots. So
I like it.
I'm gonna
I
throw
like it.
Cam in there. Um, Yeah, hopefully they ride that momentum, and hopefully it continues and they get over that hump and beat a ranked team. You know what I mean? On the road too. Winning in Tennessee, even in a down year in the SEC, is going to be that's a big win. That's a big win.
It's a resume builder for later.
It is. It is.
That's and we need that right now. We need
Yeah.
that very badly. This could be honestly, this could be a make or break. Like at that point, they're like, all right, well, who did they beat? Well, they did beat Tennessee on the road. All right, let them in. Let them in as a bottom of the that could be it. So
Yep. The
hopefully we
key
win.
is
Hopefully
they
we win.
got to win this game, and then they do have to split between Vandy and Arkansas. They have
Yes.
to. Great if they win both, but they at the minimal they have to split. And it doesn't matter which
Yes.
one because they're both on the road and they're both ranked and they probably both will be ranked. So they need to split and they need to win one of them. So, but it starts Saturday. It starts in Knoxville. They got to get that win. They got to get that under their belt.
Let's just go with this. What happens if we only beat one of these teams? What happens? What
Between
happens if we
Tennessee, Vandy, and
Arkansas
Arkansas,
and Vandy? Yeah. What happens? Oof.
I think it all depends on how you lose, right? I think it depends on how you lose. Now, I will say you have to win this one. If you lose the other two, I don't think it hurts as bad, but losing this one will hurt,
Yes. I agree.
you know, because
I
I
agree.
think Tennessee's the lesser of the three teams. So you got to beat the lesser of the three. And then if you lose the other two on the road, I don't think it looks as bad on your resume.
Yep. Or what if we lose to Texas?
That's going to be a killer. At home, that'll be a killer. Yeah. You can't lose any more home games. You can't. You can't lose in Rome. You can't lose in Rome. You can't.
The sound of disappointment in your voice.
Yeah. Because like my head went there. I was like,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
not
Oh,
good,
I heard it.
not good.
I could tell as soon as you went there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, no more bad juju. All right. All
Yeah,
right. We're going to
yeah,
sign off while we're talking about that. We got to pull out a win on Saturday. We'll see y'all Saturday, I'm sure, on TikTok Live. Hopefully, we get
yes,
an
we will.
OT win. And yeah, go Cats.
Go Cats, go Cats.
Oh, here it is.
Come on, fucking do it.
Oh my God! Let's go! Oh my God! Let's go! Oh my God! Let's go! Oh my God! Hey, Pope! Oh my God! Hey, Pope! Oh! Good play call. Oh! Back to back good play calls. I love